News Network. Hey! Turn it up. Turn it loud. Panelstein News Network. We bring it first. We bring it fast from the camp to the world. Every headline built to last. Panelstein News Network. Every siren, every shout. Breaking news, breaking rules. Fresh as crash outs. We break out. Reporting live from the tents and tops where the cold wind cuts like wire. Cardboard walls, testing sheets, but the truth still spits like fire. Names on a clipboard, stories in their hands. From the sidewalk dust to the screens across the land. Panelstein News Network. We bring it first. We bring it fast from the camp to the world. Every headline built to last. Panelstein News Network. Every siren, every shout. Breaking news, breaking rules. Fresh as crash out. We break out from the folding chairs to the flashing lower third. Every unheard voice gets the final word. Oh yeah! Panelstein News Network. We bring it first. We bring it fast from the camp to the world. Every headline built to last. Panelstein News Network. Every siren, every shout. Breaking news, breaking rules. Fresh as crash out. We break out. Hey! Hey!
Oh, there we go. Hi, everybody. This is your host for the day, Emmet, on an exclusive coverage of, Palestine News Network. We yesterday in a very weird, perhaps or perchance happening. There was an invasion from the Crucible towards Palestine directly, and both the White Knight of the Panelverse and the Dark Lord had a talk. I'm tired, boss. It's okay. It's okay. Thoughts and prayers for Daria. She underwent a little bit of a treatment. Good to see everybody here. Good to see Daria. Good to see Mr. Miser. Good to see Wally. Good to see the Chatter King. So, you guys legends, welcome. We have a special coverage today of all days, and we have there was an invasion yesterday. It happened during the week of night, where the Dark Lord himself went to Panelstein and talked to the White Knight of the Panelverse, which is interesting to say the least. I think this is perfect. There we go. So we're gonna be taking a look at it real quickly. This was actually interesting for me to watch yesterday, and I thought I was gonna cover it, and then I realized that we had to fly back. We had to fly back in order to bring you the latest coverage from Panelstein. Let's get started.
Fucking Osborne fucker, whatever his name is.
Who?
That fucking that dude that they've been making fun of, the Chris has been making fun of for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. Fucking Shapiro or something.
Shapiro, yeah. What's up, Andrew?
Hey, how you doing? How's life treating you, Dusty?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Just living the dream, man. Having a little cocktail this evening. Yeah, that's why I came over to the stream actually, is because Tacos DM'd me, but he made it seem like you wanted to do a debate.
So it all started. Andrew invented the panelverse, for your information. The Dark Lord invented the panelverse. I agree. I mean, there's been panels online for a long time, but I'm not gonna go there. It doesn't matter. It all started by Salvos. You know, there was a peace agency, in this case, Breakfast Tacos, and apparently Breakfast Tacos wanted to have a debate between the Power Dusty and Andrew, and he told both. He told Andrew that Dusty wanted to have a debate with him, and he told Dusty that Andrew wanted to have a debate with him, which I found it funny.
He just hit me. He just hit me with.
I joined this for a second. Oh my god, the stream yard is not my friend. I agree. Had to defend our cult leader.
The random request. I said sure, I'd be happy to do it.
Okay, got it.
But
All right.
well, no. What are you trying to get closure on, or what's the? I feel like you're asking questions in a direction, and I don't really know where it is.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of things that I'm not sure how they went down on the opposite end. So the timeline of this thing, for instance, in the suit, she just like flat out lies in it, and she says that after she had gotten all that cuckable stuff and the cuckable merch, she claims that she lost all the subs because because I had said that she sent those pics, but
He
Did
cut
you
out.
cut out there?
He cuts out for like a minute.
Says
It's not even a minute. It's like 10-20 seconds.
lost you.
can you hear me now?
There it is.
Andrew.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're back.
All right, I tried it on the Wi-Fi. Maybe that'll be a little better.
Most of the original Palestinians used to be or still are Crucible. We are one. Yeah. Like I said, the thing is the definition. There's definitions, right? I agree that most of the people that used to be in the panelverse, especially the beginning of the panelverse kind of thing, were, but then there's like the old guard from the panelverse, like Medicare, Ralph, all of these people who also used to be. Nay, baby Bree with the insanely huge $10 Canadian super chat. Thank you very much for that, Bree. You are a legend. Thank you so much. Also, she's just stole first. Let me say that. Bree is first today. Good to see you, Masculine Dreamer. El Lion's bedazzling. I don't see El the Lion, but I would believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm mostly just confused about the timeline. When did you learn that she was actually going to file a suit?
Probably December.
Okay, so she knew she was going to do it in December. How soon after the stream where I was reacting to her wearing my merch happened?
Oh, by the way, also the League of Evil Prostitutes, for example, come from something similar to a panel, but not necessarily the panelverse. No worry. Dave, good to see you. Good to see you. Elder, I finally see you. And Cool Vic, good to see Cool Vic. Welcome.
Naked. Did she let you know that she was going to do that?
However long December was after that. I don't remember when it was.
Okay.
That
Gotcha.
was
Oh, somebody used jewels? This fucking shit doesn't tell me jewels. Let me go to my channel real quick so I can see them.
however
Thank you for the 2 jewels and another 2 jewels by Elder Lion. Good to see you, friend. Welcome everybody. Welcome to everybody. Yeah.
What that merch or the cuckable thing was at that was at the beginning of December, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And then I did a response stream to it, and then that's when she claims all the damages. But she had already lost all the subs long before that. So
what I did, I don't know if you remember this specifically. I don't know if this is him talking about the position or he's just talking about not giving any information. But as written in the lawsuit that we can see in the summary, that's exactly what it says. And I said that it made no sense in the timeline of events.
that's the like, I get it. I understand the point is like cost creator money or whatever. I get the revenge aspect of it, but I don't actually understand the sensibility aspect of it. So what if you sue a large creator, why the fuck would other creators want to work with you, dude? I don't actually understand the logic behind this.
And that's why I said I think it's about not taking an L, because there's a lot of it does not make sense. That's being one of the aspects of it.
Yeah, it's just bizarre. It literally, I can't even wrap my head around it. It's like, why would anybody want to deal with you if the day you stop dealing with them, they're going to get a lawsuit? You know what I mean?
I don't know if how much you watch her, but she's been doing a lot of shit that doesn't make sense logically.
Yeah. Well, I get that, but it's like even intuitively, it just seems so stupid. Like, why would somebody want to deal with you after that? I guess I never understood the actual motivation here, because people call her, Sarah, way worse shit than anything I've ever said to her.
I find it funny, and this is just my opinion, but I think Flowster is not very comfortable with the whole conversation. I'm not saying that he's doing bad or anything like that. I'm saying that he looks very uncomfortable. It's because of the dark side.
Yeah, but you're
the lawsuit won't prevent her taking an L. I think the lawsuit is an L. The lawsuit in and of itself is an L. Who's Breakfast Taco? Breakfast Taco is a lefty channel. He got demonetized maybe a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. And he is just he's a lefty. He was a lefty debate-ish kind of channel. He is kind of insane. He's a full-blown atheist, and he was just trying to get to Emmett. Stop rage baiting me. I'm not rage baiting you. Does I have enough FU money to sue everyone? I don't know. I think this is gonna be a huge L for her. She's gonna lose a ton of money. If it's as written, if it is actually the thing, if it is actually the case that the lawsuit is as written, she's gonna lose real quick, and she can get countersued.
Your word carries way more weight than anybody else talking shit about her.
True.
Well, I don't know about that. Like, it only carries weight with my audience, right? Like, that's the thing that's funny is, like, she never lost her audience. She lost my audience. Right. And her audience stayed. It's just there's a stark contrast between, a fucking 7,000 to 10,000 live viewed stream and a 35 live viewed stream.
You keep miscategorizing Dustin reaction and Andrew's Inquisition while misqualifying legalities. This is not illegal. What legalities did I? No, I didn't do shit. Do you want to come up and watch this with me? You are invited. Let me send you a link. We can do this together.
Right. but that's her core audience is like the same 20, 30, 40 people, right? She didn't lose any of them.
I mean, I think that she's alienated the rest of them on her own. And audiences overlap. So
sure. Yeah, they do, but I mean, I'm pretty
this is an informal deposition, probably.
Confident that she had about that many when before any of the drama happened. She was averaging, about 30 or 40 people per live stream. That was her.
Yeah, I don't recall what she was at before you
Right,
came over.
but-
Obviously, you brought her numbers up quite a bit.
Yeah, well,
And
I mean,
so
it was 100% due to my influence. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And the proof is when I stopped dealing with her, all of that left, right? So it's like clearly it was my influence that brought those people in.
That is true. Well, we see the influence of Andrew Wilson when it comes to online communities and spaces is not even funny at this point. I'm not saying that it's only him. The people who he usually watches, I think, are usually have something to them. I will always think that Sarah also had something to her in the way that she was very good at keeping tabs with everybody and try to set up schedules and do things for them in that area so that the show could happen. It was everything else, right? And the fact that she can hold an interpersonal relationship that caused the problem, and the second, and her ego, it was very ego driven. And then on the other hand, yeah, for other people like Cool Vic can be seen, Speakeasy can be seen. Like you can see the effect of being entertaining and having a connection to Andrew. How can that propel you up into being even able to make a living in the space? So I understand the idea from Phil's say here is like you hold more water because your audience is way bigger, right? And that makes sense to me 100%. This isn't the feminist stream. No, this isn't a feminist stream. We trigger people on chat. Yesterday Kat was triggered because I said that I will in one circumstance mute her. Stuff like that happens on this stream.
But it didn't ever seem to me like her audience left her, though. That's the bizarre part. Is I'm like, okay, look, you still have the exact same thing you came into the relationship with.
Okay, I'm gonna do a couple of things real quick. It's gonna move from stuff. I'm gonna have my co-host, and I didn't think I was gonna have her on, but I wanna try something real quick, so that everything works. So bear with me. This is a new idea I have, and it's gonna take a little bit of time. So you might see like black screens and movement on the screen, stuff like that. Give me 1 second. Newsroom is fine. We're gonna go here. Capture. We're gonna call in. It's there it is. Oh no, wait. Okay. And newsroom. Let's add it. Okay, just one more moment, okay? I need to test it. In theory, it should work, but
Hello?
hello, hello.
All right, we're good?
Okay, yes. Let me just check with this. Do you hear her double?
Nope, I do not.
Okay, so yeah, this works. It's perfect. We're both on
Woo!
screen. Yeah.
Awesome.
You were saying that I got this wrong, that it's an informal deposition or something?
It was an informal. Have you listened to it in its entirety?
Yeah, I
did.
have.
When I was half asleep.
Now, I didn't wanna give any. I hear echo. You guys hear echo. Okay, give me just one more second then.
Your stream's muted on my end.
Yes, but there's an echo on the stream itself because I have Discord and it was showing in global as well. Now it won't happen, but I need to add another thing.
It's from me, Mo says.
Yes, I know that it's from you.
Let me try something, Mo. Is this any better?
No. It's not you. It's you on my stream, but it's a problem with it's me. It's my problem.
Oh, is it gone now, guys?
It is gone now.
I had a drift correction. Yeah, I had a drift correction issue with my Shure microphone.
No. It's not you. It's a me problem. I'm doing something to the stream right now so that you have a character on the stream that whenever you talk, its mouth moves. So I need to remove desktop, global audio, and I need to add audio separately. But it's gonna work fine.
You left with the same shit that you.
Yeah, there you go. We should be able to hear that as well. So just to check, is everything okay?
Check
Were
1
you
2
able-
1 2.
Were you able to hear the stream on their end?
Everybody good? Everybody can hear it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Let us know in the chat with a W. Cool.
Perfect. Okay, you were saying that this is an informal deposition. I heard it. I don't wanna spoil it. I wanna go.
Well, let's just watch it, and then afterwards, I'll get my thoughts. I can't do it on my own stream for obvious reasons. So keep going. I still need to eat something anyway. So
okay.
is anti-Doron. All right, go ahead.
Came into it with. So I don't know.
I mean, that's subjective, I suppose. But I will say, and I mean, I know that you won't disagree. I can talk shit, and it will have an effect. You can talk shit, and it will have more of an effect, right? So,
well, not really. Like, but well, here, let me counter this real quick. If I talk shit to my audience about you, probably not going to do much for your audience, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So then that would be the same thing with her. It's like if I talk shit about her, maybe my audience won't like her, but it doesn't do anything for hers.
Yeah, I see. I mean, I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. So it's just like that's it's bizarre to me. Yeah, of course, if you have a falling out with a person who's you depend.
I do have a question real quick. You said that I was giving false information on, Dusty demeanor because I think he seems very uncomfortable with all of this.
Yeah, so I examined his demeanor, and I think there's like I think there might be like some I think he's afraid honestly of legal action, and I don't think that's unfair to put him in a kind of like pit and say, oh, he's not being as truthful as he could. Of course he's not. I think he could be exposed to legal action. So
Oh,
I really don't think what we're viewing with Dusty is disingenuousness. I think it's legitimately he's just trying to cover his ass.
no, I don't think he's disingenuous. I only think that he was being that he's not comfortable. That he really doesn't like this conversation.
He's very uncomfortable. He thought he was going to have a debate with Andrew, right? By
Uh-huh.
breakfast tacos on like Lord knows what. And what he got was an informal deposition on the Sarah case. Of course, the guy's like the court, and I'm sure he's familiar with the court process, right? Based on his history.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if I was him, I'd be like, "What the fuck?" And this all happened at like 5 in the morning my time. I think that's like what 4 in the morning his time.
Yeah, for it was really late in the morning. So I went to bed. I was about to go to bed. It was
Right.
like 3 a.m. my time. And I see a little bit of a cope stream starting, and I see like this picture. So I went directly to the source, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing."
On their audience, 100%.
Yeah.
When they
thought it was a
leave, their
joke
audience is
first.
going
I
to
was
go with
like,
them. That's
there's no way Andrew's on Dusty's at like 4 in the morning, but he actually was. So
Yeah. Well, he said it before, right? That he enjoys this side. This is one of the things that a lot of people don't. I don't know if people know about Andrew, but he actually enjoys, and he was part of like the not the drama, but the debates kind of community and spaces, and it involves a lot of panels and stuff like that. So yeah, he enjoys
I
this kind
enjoy
of
that
stuff.
too. I
just
enjoy
how
it
it works.
too. Can't hate on for that. So
Can you hear? By the way, do you want me to share the? Oh, you want me to share the video itself?
I was just going to mute myself when the video's playing and then like play it.
Okay, I'm gonna play
Okay.
it. I put it up in the Discord, so there's no delay.
Cool. Hopefully
Works,
there's
right?
no echo.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any echo.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I hear what you're saying. I guess I don't.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're trying to, like, I guess I don't know what you're looking for here, right? Like, is it your audience? Is it her audience? I think that the fallout demonstrated whose audience it was more. However, prior to that, it was both y'all's audience.
Well, I mean, it was still my audience, right? So if we look pre my influence on Sarah's channel, she didn't have any fucking audience, right? She just didn't have anything. She had nobody. She was running 30, 40 live viewers tops. Same shit she's running right now.
Right.
So I'm not sure that she actually lost anything. Well, I mean, I guess she lost access to my audience,
Right.
but it was never hers anyway. So
Do you remember the lawsuit itself, the summary? Hello?
Sorry, my mic was not on mute, but my Discord was. Yeah, I read the lawsuit for sure.
So I made a coverage of the summary of the lawsuit, which is the only thing I can do. He said that the court filings are public, so I'm gonna try to find them in the next couple of days, and just do a full-on coverage of the lawsuit itself. Just go through the lawsuit, read what is being said, because what he says is that the summary is in fact correct and is just complete bullshit, which I find funny. I really find funny.
I'm not gonna say much, but I'll message you regarding that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, just as a disclaimer for everybody, we are not giving any kind of law advice. This is just opinion based. This is not
Oh,
the way to
Emmett,
go
stop.
to
This
the
is
legal
not. No,
stuff.
this is not.
Okay, so just so you know, it has nothing to do with giving up any kind of legal argumentation of idea. Just saying.
Oh my
It
gosh.
does her
That
press
was
hat.
like
Look, because it's from the UN, Bandit. That's why. Go on.
That was like a 5 out of 10 for the legal disclaimer. Okay. Disclaimer, the correspondence and communication between myself and the host should not be considered legal advice. None of you have entered into a legal retainer agreement or other agreement with myself or Emmett for legal advice or legal services. As such, please treat everything that we are about to iterate as alleged, opinionated, and not actual legal fact. Thank you so much for joining this channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you to send me that. So next time I'm saying something about legalities, I can say.
no worries. All I'm gonna do is basically my voicemail. So
That's fine.
That's but yeah, so I guess I don't actually understand what the motivational aspect is. It's like, again, people have said way horse shit about her than what I said, for sure.
For sure.
So there's got to be some pound of flesh thing, because these cases, especially these types that she filed, they basically never win. Basically never. So I don't know.
Defamation is hard to prove.
Well, especially this one, like this one is particularly bad. It's just not a good case. And so it's like, I don't even understand what the point was. Because, then you get into counterclaims and everything else. It's like, I just don't get it. So I guess what I was wondering from you, because you were there from the beginning, DMing back and forth and talking with her, what were her actual motivations here?
When she talked to me, she always presented it as actually having a case, right? Like, he actually damaged me. Like I said, I think that it's ego driven. But people's own ego is something they can't see. So I'm speculating at it, but she always presented it as, exactly what I think the lawsuit claimed. That you damaged her, you did that you caused her financial losses. Can I ask? Can I ask what where the case is at, or if it's at anywhere?
This was the part that I was talking about. That he says that there's like public information on the case. I'm gonna try to find the public information.
So when he talks about damages, right? To prove damages, you need to be able to establish that if it not for the actions of the defendant, right, or the plaintiff, if you're doing a defendant's claim, right, that you would not have suffered a certain monetary or non-monetary, that is quantifiable in monetary means, amount.
True.
So has Sarah suffered damages? I can't speak much on that. But I will tell you this. Andrew makes an interesting case, as we'll see, with respect to the subscriber count and the exact amount of this. Go ahead.
The subscriber count, as if it's as written in the summary, which is what I wrote, which is the only thing I had access to at the time. If that is correct, then it makes no sense. It's blaming the past for a future action, right? So it would be like me blaming you for damages now because in the future we're gonna get divorced. As an hypothetical, not.
Are we married right now, Emmett?
No,
did somebody marry us?
I'm not
Who
even
the
gonna be.
fuck married
No.
us and I wasn't on?
No, we're not even married, but I'm still gonna sue you, okay? Because there's a possibility, I guess. Well, no, there's no possibility. That's not the
Pharmacat.
point.
It was Pharmacat.
No,
I know
no.
it was.
No,
Got her
it was
female
not.
pastor
It
license?
was shut up. It was just a hypothetical. I'm just explaining something in the way. Like
I know, I'm
moved.
just being a jerk. Can you
I've been a
tolerate me
jerk.
being a jerk for 1 second? Okay,
You're
great.
fired.
You're fired.
You're fired.
You gotta do it in the Donald Trump.
Okay, listen. You're
Um,
fired.
You're fired. All right, sorry, continue, please. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's public filings on it that you can look up. I can't talk about it publicly, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was gone by June. That's for sure. It just wouldn't surprise me. But it's just like, see, I had a counter theory. See, my theory was that she was going to bank on haters to fund it for her, and she didn't realize that like trolls don't have any money. So,
I mean that could be the case.
So that's why I was asking you. You know, just asking you for your unique insights as a person who you were in the inn with her at the time.
Right. I'm sure you've noticed at this point that she has falling outs with everybody around her.
Yeah, remember when you predicted me and Rob were going to have a falling out? You kind of ate.
That was a great jab, by the way. That was a great jab. And just comes in and makes fun of him. Huh, remember your prediction with Rob Noor?
Andrew and Rob
Shit
will
on
never fall out. You know why?
Because they're not dumbasses.
Because they're male friends. Male friends do not fall out. Women friends fall out over stupid shit.
That's true. Yeah, that's also true.
Yep. Yeah.
that one, bro.
Yeah, I can eat that one. It's not too late yet.
Yeah, you kind of ate shit on that one, but I don't think so. I don't think it'll happen. I think it would have happened by now. We've been doing business for 5 years. I think it would be.
Have you?
I think it would be difficult, man.
No,
I do. I mean, nothing's impossible, right? I mean, I guess one of us could turn on a dime, but
you can make business or friendships out of business associates, but it's hard to do it the other way around. And it sounds like you did it the other way around. You were friends first, and then you became into a business relationship.
yeah, that's probably correct. It's hard to untangle because it all happened at the same time. You know what I mean? But when I'm talking about doing business, you're just talking about things like co-streaming and stuff like this. You know what I mean? You're not talking about like you go into business and form an LLC together in order to formulate and sell a product. You know, that's not the same kind of business relationship.
Right.
So, but yeah, I guess that's what I'm.
That's also a question I have. This is just on your expertise. For when it comes to the internet and being like on panels and having some kind of relationship with people online, you're not actually inside of a full blown business relationship, right? It's I would
Well, I
find
mean,
it
to
very
what extent?
weird.
To what extent, right? Because like in my regular job, I have business affiliates, right, where I coordinate certain pricing catalogs. I'm able to actually enlist them for certain projects, right? I might work with a specific vendor to facilitate a customer request, right, on a file. So, I mean,
Yeah, but you
insofar as like
but you do have like whenever you have a client, you have a retainer, you have an agreement. At that point, you enter a business relationship due to that. But if I go to your panel and I just like go over there and have a little bit of like time or review something with you, we don't have a retainer. We don't have some kind of agreement. We're not in a contractual engagement. So I don't know how
yes.
much how big is the actual business relationship.
So how I view my YouTube is like I am my client, right? In the YouTube space, I am my client, and like anybody that I need to utilize to facilitate my client's actions, aka myself, right, are basically like affiliates, right? So, for instance, like in my regular work, I might facilitate the use of a private investigator or a banker, right? Or maybe even a financial services accountant in order to provide me with a forensic analysis, or maybe an engineer, right? To examine how something has failed. And so the affiliates that I have in my YouTube life are people that benefit me, right? Collaborators, individuals that might be actually able to advance my career on YouTube, or maybe it's just somebody that like I just like hanging out with, right? Those are all affiliates.
Yeah, but I feel this is the thing I'm asking. Is like if for example right now you're in my channel, do I have a business relationship with you just because you're in my channel?
I'm an affiliate. I'm a business affiliate.
Okay.
So we don't have a formal relationship business wise. But what I consider what we're doing right now to be professional, and like I need to be conscious of that. And for instance, like I wouldn't just, you know, do something that I'm just doing in my own living room by myself, like if I'm watching like a movie, I wouldn't play a movie right now, right? That's a good example of
Yeah.
professionalism.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking.
we're affiliates.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
You know, for
Oh,
the
well-
for the unique insights.
Oh,
is
but
all.
where I was going with that is I was going to say that she handled all of her personal relationships and it's like kind of with the expectation of falling out. So I probably have less useful information than what you would assume.
So she never.
As far as
I've
my
got one
communication
thing
with
that really got on my nerves today, and I can articulate this quite well. Jeff Bezos
This is the funniest part of the whole thing, by the way. I think this is actually kind of funny.
Well, Hooves
said
is
when
always
you
kind of
open
like out of it.
Yeah, Hoops is he's completely on his own. It's like watching a cartoon and then the character goes in, doesn't know what the hell's happening, and it's just like all wide eye looking around like an old cartoon.
Pretty much.
a burger store, and your burger stores are the best.
Who the
know,
hell
I-
cares? Let them talk.
Let me finish. And then when you open 1,000 stores, yes, then you're a billionaire. But you forget, when you open your first store, you need to hire people, you need to do your taxes, you need to source materials. You're an entrepreneur. And to open your first business, it's not if you're a great cook, you got to be a great accountant, you got to be a people manager, you got to manage your inventory, you got to manage your fucking truck drivers like you. It's not as simple as you seem. And so, like when he says the American dream is just open a burger store.
Oh, shut the fuck up, brother. Seriously. Seriously.
Well, like that pissed me off. What Jeff Bezos said, he said it was
I don't care about that much. But I thought it was funny. I thought that was extremely funny. He just starts talking about Jeff Bezos.
minutes, that means at 08 after be eligible to return unless somebody pays to buy them up after. Thank you, Casper, for the dono. So, anyways, yeah, she basically told me when it was presented to me, like I said, I haven't seen the actual filing. The information I was given was sterile.
I'm gonna speculate, and this is just a speculation on my end, because he told me that the answer they had to me, do you remember when I was covering the lawsuit, was that I didn't know what the actual lawsuit said, and that I was like, the summary was wrong, in other words. So I speculate that they have seen the lawsuit, but I obviously don't know for sure. You might be muted on Discord.
I don't think I am. Am I good
Oh,
now?
okay. Yeah, you're good. I don't know if you were talking.
No, I wasn't. Obviously they've seen the lawsuit. Everybody's seen the lawsuit.
No, the actual paperwork, because I've only seen the summary.
Oh, really? You haven't like looked at the entire case?
If you have links to it, I would love to have them, and I'm
I
gonna make
thought
a
I
full one.
did. Yeah, it's but the problem with the links is like they show the Wilson's address and stuff like that. So it's very sensitive information.
I will sanitize everything.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, do you want me to get it right now and then you can pull it up?
Well, no, it's not for today. Well, we can do it today if you are up to it. It's gonna take me a little while to go
I'm
through
not
it.
up to it. I am like
Yeah.
I also like I just finished a very advanced medical
Yeah, I
procedure,
know.
but I will send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me. I'll work on them, getting all fully sanitized so that nothing is shown, and then we can either schedule if you want to do it with me, or I can do it on my own. It's fine. But I don't have it, so I can. I just read the summary.
Biased.
Yeah, I've got the whole
And by
thing.
that I mean she told me basically a press release version of it.
Gotcha. What happened with all the cuckable stuff? What was all that about? How did all that come about?
I just plugged it into AI. The cuckable was my idea. The cartoon
Gotcha.
thing was her idea. The parody mug was my idea.
What about all the her taking her clothes off, wearing the jacket shit? What was the score on that?
That was her.
I still hold to my recollection of him giving the idea. I might be wrong. This is all alleged by me. I'm the only person who says it anyway. But yes, I believe you're talking about this about being an informal deposition, right?
So from what he was asking, it sounded like a deposition. I was honestly shocked that Andrew was asking these questions, but
I'm not. I'm not.
like I wouldn't if he was my client, I probably wouldn't have recommended that, but
Yeah, but yeah, I thought about that too. I was like, oh well, maybe it's not the, but it can be the case that you just want that on record anyway.
I mean,
decided.
this is a great example, but the problem with like, oh my god, I can't even. Yeah, I actually I shouldn't speak anymore. On what I think was done wrong here, because that would like I don't want to also provide some kind of record, right,
Yeah.
against Andrew.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You do that for no particularly good reason.
Yeah, I actually thought it was a dumb troll because I was like, who would be mad about a girl getting naked and doing that?
Well, I mean, it was a dumb troll for another reason too, which, but I won't get into why. But when you didn't help her with that, you didn't help her with any of those images or anything like that.
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Just curious.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to know. That's all. I'm just trying to
That's
figure
fine.
it out. Trying to figure out, you know, how involved you were with all that stuff with her.
Mm-hmm. That's reasonable.
Mhm.
I was aware of it while it was before it happened, and then while it was going on. I didn't have anything to do with the jacket thing. Like I said, I actually thought it was a bad troll.
Yeah, it was a bad troll, but yeah. So you because there was a stream that you did where you alluded to the fact that you did assist her with that.
I don't recall that.
Oh, where you said that you had helped her with the like AI airbrush her stomach or some shit.
No, I accused her of airbrushing her stomach. I didn't help her with it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wanted her to I wanted her to stand up and show her abs on camera. I find it hard to believe that somebody could be that proud of their abs, but never show them.
Yeah.
Aside from sterilized images.
Yeah, I don't know what the case is on that, or I guess maybe care ultimately. Like I don't really care. There wouldn't even be a conversation I'd be having about her except that she decided to file a suit. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to untangle and figure out, timeline version, motivation. I see. I'll tell you. I'll give you my view, right? So it doesn't seem like I'm just trying to pull info out of you, which obviously you're not keen on giving me. But I'm not going to go after you, by the way. If that's what you're concerned about. It's literally just because I want to know.
Right.
But I don't think Sarah's particularly smart. I think she's fucking stupid. I think she's a very stupid woman. So I don't think that she acted on her own accord here, just her.
Do you think there was more people involved in all of this, as Andrew is alleging?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that she has the actual talent to secure like I mean, just from a plain view of it, right? Obviously she needed somebody to take the photos. Right? She needed somebody to make the merch, right? So obviously there was other people involved. Who are they? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I do believe that there's more people involved as well.
But there
think that
has to
there was-
be, right? Like
Yeah, it's obvious that there's more people involved. It's obvious that there has to be more people involved. I agree with that.
probably multiple people who are involved with her, assisting with convincing her to do this very stupid thing. Now, this isn't me saying that she's a woman and so therefore she have no accountability. The opposite, actually. This is me saying not only do I think she's accountable, but I think that there was likely other people who were involved assisting her with this bogus suit. So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah. And you may be right. As far as I know, there wasn't. Do you agree that she's arrogant?
Yeah, but she's also stupid. So it's like,
Right.
so if you can be
Right, so
stupid
that-
and you can be arrogant. You can be those things at the same time. But the thing is like here's what's bizarre about it.
Mm-hmm.
She markets herself as having a blood sport debate channel with rough and tumble and drama and all that shit. The first rule that drama streamers adopt is never to engage in lawfare, because it almost never works, and it ends up you end up the butt of the joke ultimately, right?
Right.
For damages or whatever else. It's almost an unspoken rule. In fact, now I think it's even a spoken rule. It feels like you just don't engage in lawfare. So it's bizarre to me that she did the provocative thing and put herself half naked with a bastardized version of my logo and made a cartoon and all this shit. She was as provocative as possible, and then when somebody responds, instant lawsuit.
You think it was bait?
No, I don't think it was bait. I think that it was opportunistic.
I think the lawsuit was already in effect. Like they were already planning on that one. Obviously there's a speculation, but I think that the whole lawsuit was in the works already.
well, Dusty confirms in this stream that it was in the works since December, and we obviously know that the incident occurred in mid-October of 2025, right?
So he knew about the lawsuit in December. The incident happened in October. It happened the 17th of October. I don't know why I remember the date. 17th of October happened the incident. His trash talk extravaganza was around the 12th of December when he makes the we start talking about when he shows the picture and pretty much calls her an e-thought,
Yep.
and that happens in December, and he says, Floster says that he knew of the lawsuit in December. So it's very vague because we don't know the dates. We don't know if it happened after the trash talk extravaganza or it happened at the beginning of December and that was in the works already. I believe that it was already in the works. That's just what I have in mind. I really believe that it was already in the works from before.
So maybe that's true, but here's how I think the timeline played out. Sarah was pissed, right, from the loss of subscribers that occurred in October and November.
Mm-hmm.
And when Andrew made that stream, right, basically, outlining what she had done, I think she got the final nail in the coffin, so to speak.
Okay.
And she went for it. She informed Dusty because like women, like they can't help it. They're like, I'm gonna sue this bugger, like we can't help it. We're gossipy bitches, right? She went to Dusty, she probably went to everybody else, right? And that's when this lawsuit came into play. Now, am I correct? I can't say for sure, right? This is all alleged. But
you think it's
but
the other way around. I think it was beforehand, it was already being planned. And you think that she just got bitchy about the whole stream and just decided in the
Yes.
moment because she was bitchy.
Yeah.
I can see
Yeah,
both.
I don't
I can see both sides.
Yeah, I don't think she has the foresight to plan out this type of litigation. I think she got pissed off about it. She simmered. She spoke to other people. Other people provided recommendations, and this is what we saw as a result.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I don't think she was the one who saw an opportunity. I think somebody else probably saw an opportunity and then pushed that idea into her teeny tiny
Yes.
Sarah brain.
It's possible. I
Yes.
don't, as far as I know, though, that it's not the case. I think she came up with it on her own. I told her it was stupid. I have no idea who else she was talking to behind the scenes. But I don't.
So
I think she's
just a
smart
second.
enough
Just pause. Just pause.
Mhm.
So listen to what Dusty just said. Dusty says, as far as I know, I think, right? AKA, he has no idea as to how she came up with this idea. And the inference that he makes when he says, like, oh, but it might have been something that somebody convinced her of behind the scenes implies that he knows there are certain people in her circle that might elicit that type of a response from her, right? If you read between the lines, you can actually identify what's going on right now.
Yes, this is the problem. It's a lot of speculation, but at the same time, it is pretty obvious that some of the things being said lead to the belief that there's more people involved.
Yeah, and Dusty knows a lot. In fact, the fact that Dusty, at some point, this is not a spoiler, offers Andrew to subpoena him, tells me something. It tells me that he knows enough to be a critical witness if the matter proceeds to a civil trial.
I think it was a little bit of tongue in cheek as well.
Do you? Because like when I heard him say it, his tone wasn't like, yeah, and you could subpoena me if you wanted to, which would just be like, oh yeah, like go ahead, it's going to be useless. He said, oh well, I can't disclose that, but if you'd like to, you can subpoena me, which tells me like he has enough information. He's just only comfortable releasing it under a subpoena.
I didn't, but I can probably look for it. That would be interesting. Somebody said that Sarah went to Orthodox Guy channel, so I'll probably take a look at it. Is it possible she got the idea from Dusty? I don't think that's
No,
I don't think that's Dusty. No.
No, Dusty doesn't want to attract any more legal attention to himself. Bree, like he has a record, as he's been openly honest about. He doesn't want to attract more legal attention to himself. I think he's more
doesn't-
than comfortable with his current risk.
No, he doesn't like the system. So he's very anti-police, anti-legal system, anti any of that. So
Yeah, he's not gonna willingly submit himself to that criticism.
Ben Thorpe talked into it allegedly. I heard that a lot. There's a couple of people who said that it was Grace or Ben, because of the similarities of Grace lawsuit against Steiny, but even there, it's very different because
I
there's
don't have any evidence to support that.
yes. First, I don't have any evidence to support that. I don't know if that happened. And two, the case from Grace is, I don't think it's gonna work out, but it's way more sound than the case that is presented.
I'm praying.
What?
Doomerang always posts this in every chat that we talk about Dusty. I go through Dusty's trash can sometimes just to mess with him.
Oh, I think this is because of the time he was talking about the police messing with his trash cans.
All right, let's keep going. I only have a limited time here, okay?
Yeah.
Be able
Okay.
try to
come up
chillax.
with that on her own.
Sure, smart enough to come up with it on her own. I wouldn't say that that's not the case. You can come up with a really stupid idea on your own. I don't disagree with that. But it seems out of character for the plot, right?
Yes. I agree.
So if I'm the villain of the story, then I have plot armor, right? I have plot armor. So if you have the superhero plan to defeat the evil villain and capture the narrative, you generally have to get around the plot armor. And right now, the plot armor with me is very strong, and with her, very weak. So I don't understand the point. That's where it seems like she wouldn't miss that. She'd probably be like, yeah, that's probably really bad for my brand, right? It makes me think other people were like, no, you should do it. It'll be great. It'll, blah, blah, blah.
I think that it looks to me like she got obsessed with, like I said initially, I think that she is obsessed with not taking an L. She perceives herself as having taken an L from you and Rob. She cannot have that. And so that's why I think that the lawsuit is more than it's a logical business decision. I think it's an emotional, ego-driven decision. I think that this is her last. She's not winning the clout war. She's not winning the money war. Like there's no front on which she's winning. I think this is the last opportunity for her to actually make a W out of the whole situation.
But even let's just assume for a second. Let's just say you played all the way to.
What's going on?
Oh no! Every time he says that, let's just assume for a second. Let's just assume for a second or a moment or a minute or an eon. Oh Lord, the Andrewisms. All right, sorry, go ahead.
To its logical conclusion, and hundreds of thousands of dollars are spent on lawyers and this and that, and we get to the end, and she even takes a W 2.5 years from now as it works its way through court or however long it takes, right?
Accurate.
By that time, wouldn't people just be fatigued and not give a shit anymore?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but you're
Well, I think there's a lot of people in the space that are already fatigued and don't want to give a shit anymore. I think that is actually happening when it comes to the whole space.
I know a couple.
What I could say is there was like a huge amount of interest at the beginning of it, and it's been tempering down and tempering down and tempering down. And for example, lately it's been way more people putting attention onto like Brian Shapiro and his him being the possibly more retarded person on the internet ever to exist than the Sarah channel. The only reason why it's coming kind of to fruition that we have seen more of the tomato is because Brian has made an unholy alliance
with her. Yeah,
exactly,
I know.
with her.
I'm aware, but here's the thing about the Sarah thing, right? Like it's been 7 months since Rob Gate occurred. Okay, that's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it Rob Gate.
Rob Gate.
And Yeah, and ever since that, right? Like she hasn't really done anything spectacular. And let's keep in mind, right? When Brian makes a fool out of himself verbally, Brian's a man, right? If you have to listen to Sarah make a fool out of herself verbally, she's a woman, right? It's woman prattle. And
Yeah.
even worse, she drags it on, right? At least Brian
Yeah.
gets to his little one-liners, right? Hey, that's 34 count felon. He gets to that right away. He doesn't
Yes.
just,
Yes. Let me defend that, okay?
Yeah.
Let me defend that, okay?
Yeah. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Did you know that I've been on Piers Morgan? Did you know? Did you know I've been on Tim Pool? Did you? Did you? I can't believe Rachel, how would you be where you are today without feminism, huh? Huh?
Huh?
Like Brian gets to the point. Sarah takes something that could easily be condensed into 1 hour and spans it out over 7. How the fuck did she do that? I don't know.
I
It's
am
some kind
going
of
to.
exercise of fourth wave feminism magicianry. Go ahead.
It's like this. It's like this. I am going to let of you all know about a little problem that's happening around in these areas of the internet. Hi, Chatter King. And then I will go ahead and we're gonna have a talk about that. It starts talking about talking for like 50 minutes. The most
Yeah.
infuriated thing ever. And to be honest, she does in the like you need to go at 1.5 so that she sounds normal. It's the only person on the internet that I go to 1.5 speed and sounds normal.
It's the only place on the internet where you can expect to pay $100 just to open up the panel so she'll shut the fuck up, right? Over some basic woman prattle, okay? The only place on the internet that I know that you have to do that. What the fuck is that about, Sarah? Huh? Are you trying to bore them to death? But I will say this: she does have some subscribers as a result of her recent debates with T Jump and Brian. She's gotten 0.2K subscribers, so good for her for that. I think most of them are simps. All right, let's.
Again, you're looking
Let's
at
get
it logically. You're looking at it from a logical business position, not an emotional, ego-driven position. And that's what I'm telling you. You're right. I talked to her quite a bit. She was personally invested in this. She wasn't looking at it logically.
What do you mean personally invested?
I believe it. Like I said, I believe it. I don't know how else to explain it. I think it's ego-driven.
Like she wanted revenge?
Or to just not lose. Revenge, to not lose. However, I think that she just couldn't take the L.
That's the impression you got anyway.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's all I'm telling you is my impressions.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, just
Sure.
out of curiosity. You don't have any love lost for this woman anymore, right?
What do you mean by that? I don't still
Like
I'm not.
you're not buddies with her anymore.
No, that bridge is crisp.
Dusty about to get subpoenaed.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you be willing to send me your correspondence back and forth with her?
Probably not. I'm gonna say no right now. I'll look through them because I don't really want to be involved in it.
I mean, it's kind of too late for that, right?
No. No.
No.
I'm not.
Kind of too late for that, though.
I appreciated this effort from Andrew to try and persuade the informant, as we will call Dusty during the course of the rest of the stream, trying to persuade the informant to reveal a truth that might be utilized during the course of the civil trial. But unfortunately, the informant understood that he was being pried for questions. And so Andrew's effort in reciprocity, yes, that's an actual term. If you ever have read the book, How to Win Friends and Manipulate People, it outlines reciprocity as a major term. Reciprocity is an easy thing that you can utilize in order to sway people to your side. Use it today. Don't use it. Don't use it. Don't. I'm just kidding. Don't use it. So Andrew's like, well, you've already done that. Come on, we're buddies, right? Let's just reveal a couple more truths. And Dusty's like, no. Good job. Dusty had a fail save. I don't know what attorney installed that in his brain, but W attorney.
By the way, good to see you, K2. Hope you're having a good time.
I'm not going to share private messages.
Well, I mean, that's strange, right? There's nothing in there you're concerned about, right?
It's not.
Those
it's not-
messages would back up what you're saying, wouldn't they?
It's not strange. It's absolutely the norm
The
with people to not share.
classic argument. What's the harm in releasing them if they simply confirm what you say? If they were incriminating, you wouldn't release them, right? They have to be favorable because you just said they were, right?
True, it is what it is.
Oh, I love the effort. Andrew here should have been a lawyer. That's what I'm learning from this interaction. Andrew should have been a lawyer. What in the chat if Andrew should have been a lawyer? Let's keep going.
People have told me that I should have been a lawyer too. Now
No, your pronunciation of English.
Shut the fuck up. But he's
You need to
better at it.
understand Latin.
He's actually better at Latin. I
All
know,
right.
well, I don't understand Latin, but I'm way more closely related to Latin than English people.
All right.
I actually
Give the
speak
people
a
what they
Romance
want.
world. I actually speak a Romance language, okay? Just saying.
K2, stop being a fucking troll. 2, 3, 4. None of those are the options that were offered. All right, let's keep going.
Private messages. It's poor form to share private messages.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Generally, I don't do that either. I think I would in this case. I think I would share them in this case. I think I'd be like, yeah, sure. There's really nothing there. I'm being straightforward with you, Andrew. There's not really anything there. I wasn't cheering her on. I told her that the whole thing was stupid and this, right? That's what happened.
You're just gonna have to guess. You can subpoena me.
Yeah, there's the admission. Yep.
I believe that's exactly what you were talking about. Yeah, I guess you have to guess.
Yeah,
That's subpoena me.
This is the admission. The admission is that there are useful things. So, like for instance, if I was encountering a defendant, right, with respect to any kind of potential litigation, and I was interviewing them, right, if they say you can subpoena me, that tells me there is something very valuable there. I don't know what it is, but there's something there, right?
Yeah, it's very likely that you can find something.
Yeah, and Andrew's legal team would be remiss to avoid it. Now, is it smart for Dusty to have avoided disclosure? Absolutely. I don't know what kind of personal information is contained in those messages, but I would prefer that it be disclosed in a legal court. If I was Dusty's attorney, I would advocate for that only being disclosed in the context of a sealed legal investigation with the contingency that it only be viewed by the jury and or judge.
So Bandit gets it and says that I could have been a lawyer in traffic court in Miami. You see, I have my uses.
Traffic court is the easiest court. I can win in traffic court.
Yeah, but
I've won in
can you
traffic
do it
court
in
before.
Spanish?
No.
Because I can.
No, I cannot. No. Okay, he can be a Spanish traffic court lawyer or paralegal in Miami. Great.
There you
cool.
go.
Awesome.
I agree. I got what I wanted anyway.
I don't think it'll ever get to the point where I would need to. Again, this is just for my own. Like, how's this for a deal? You can send those to me, and I'll just read them, and they'll never go public.
I'm not sending you any private messages.
Oh, even if they're not public.
Even if they're not public.
Why was this even offered? Sorry. I honestly I have questions as to why this was even offered. Can I just read them and nobody will ever hear them? Is like, okay, so obviously we know that it is a bound pact, right? This is on a live stream where things are recorded.
Yeah.
So we know he can't share them. But he wants the context anyways. Like, I suppose it could be for a discovery purpose. Like, okay, you want to know what the context is. You can specifically request certain documents be produced from the other side, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say he finds out, for instance, like Sarah sent Dusty a message on September the 11th with respect to the money that she was making from Andrew, right? And he knows now to request from her legal team the production of that document.
Mhm.
Right? That is kind of like what I could see in terms of like it being useful. But yeah, so I guess like I just think like sometimes like, Andrew is playing chess, and I wish he would have done this with his lawyer, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I think this is gonna sound like hope, but I don't care. I really think that it's not as high tier. He wasn't thinking about anything super special. I just believe that he wanted to know.
Well,
I'm kind of 100% sure that Andrew went in there with the idea of, yeah, I just want to know. I'm not trying to get any super tier information out of this. I just want to know what the hell was this woman thinking.
that's probably fair, Emmett. I always think about things as a legal professional, so like I'm probably biased when I approach a situation. So I mean that yeah, that's probably fair.
Because
Go ahead.
there's a lot of innuendo that we're suing right now. It's like, yeah, he's a mastermind, and all he wanted was like get him, and he's gonna get a deposition because of this. But I really think that Andrew most of the time is just a chill, nice person, and he just went there because he was confused of what the hell was all going on in Woman Prattle brain.
He's also really smart, and you have to keep in mind now he's had 7 months to consult with his legal team with respect to how this case might play out, and
Mhm.
I'm sure they provided him with some kind of offerings with respect to, okay, if you can, right, from her affiliates, right? That's what I'm going to call people from now
And
from now on. I think
affiliates,
people
yes.
her affiliates, right? Perhaps you can get some kind of admissions or concessions on the record that we can utilize from a live streaming perspective.
Yeah, yeah, that's possible, and I'm not saying that it's not. All I'm presenting as a counter, n- um, as a counter way of looking at it is the idea that he's just like confused by woman prattle and just wanted to know what the hell is going on.
He's not. He lives. He has like 4 daughters and lives with a woman. Like I don't think he's that. I don't think
I'm
he's that
no,
unlearned.
even if I like had a lot of people around me, I would still be confused. I would still be confused by woman prattle sometimes.
Oh my
I
gosh.
am still confused by woman prattle sometimes. No, no,
I don't
no.
do well
I
with
will
woman
note. I will
prattle.
also say that I'm confused by retard prattle by men a lot of times too. So it's yeah, yeah. It's
All
more.
right, let's keep going.
Even if you accuse me of being involved in it, I'm still not going to send you the messages
Okay.
because that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I am asking you. Yeah, that's true.
And I've told you the truth, and I'm not sharing private messages, and you don't have to believe me, but I'm not going to give you the private messages.
Okay. I mean, you don't have, again, I don't think this will ever get to the point where I would need them anyway. But, this is just for me, for my own sort of personal closure on the matter.
Yeah. So you're asking me to violate my personal ethics for your personal closure.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm not saying you have to do it, and I'm not saying it's unethical if you don't. I'm just requesting it. That's all.
I think it would be, yeah, and you're welcome to request it, but the answer is no. I think it would be unethical.
Well, I don't see. Well, I don't see what would be unethical about it.
Sharing private messages?
Yeah, that's not unethical.
Yeah, it is.
Why?
I view it as unethical because private messages are sent with the assumption of privacy.
So if like a girl, if a girl
It's
accused you of
also
essaying
smart.
her and you have private messages,
It's also smart for Dusty to refuse disclosure because, like, in the instance that there might be something disclosed, right, which might be personal, sensitive, or have any kind of negative repercussions, it would actually be a suable offense for him to have disclosed them. World Radio. I'm waiting for the AVG cross and offer up questions for impeachment of the witness. I think you're talking about like calling in contempt of the witness. We don't have a witness. We also have Orthodox Guy saying to check your DMs if you want the Sarah stamp, whatever that means.
Check DMs. Oh, it's the timestamp for him. I'm gonna check the Sarah going to his stream in a moment. Probably after. If you said that you were
Sorry.
probably not feeling that well. I did get it from Chatter
Well, I just had
King.
I just
But
had 1,000 needles placed in my face again and
Yeah.
again, and then heated with a laser. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm probably good after 20 minutes.
I know. But thank you very much, W Radio, for the insanely huge $5 super chat. Yeah. The AVG cross. This is gonna someday we're gonna have like a proper
Internet trial.
internet trial. And that would be fun because I've been wanting to have like an internet trial, like a good
Will you be the
internet
prosecution?
trial.
I'll be the defendant. I've always wanted to be on the filthy side.
Yeah, sure. I can do both. I was gonna, in one instance, I was gonna be the judge. I was gonna be the judge in the one with Kieran. I think you were gonna be the defendant, and then El Lion was gonna be the prosecutor. But
Yeah,
I'm
still
not
even
sure.
I have a gavel and a judge robe, and nobody's allowed me to put that to use. I've got a question. Re-examination show, are all negative repercussions actionable in court if a conversation is released? So actionable is the operative term, re-examination. So whether or not it attracts damages is the correlation with that. If it reveals truths or lies, which may be damaging to its recipient, then absolutely it is actionable.
It also depends
Sorry,
on
Emmett.
what are the. I would think that there is kind of dependent as well on whether or not there's a trial ongoing. There's already a trial
yes and-
ongoing. There are other things. If there's already a legal action, messages can be actionable if they become public.
So at the start of an action, I actually send a letter to the defendant or the opposing party saying that there's like a spoliation. Spoliation is what we call destruction of evidence. I would send a letter to the opposing party illustrating that like certain things ought to be preserved within the context of litigation. If they fail to do so, they can be sued for the full amount of damages in court.
Welcome
Doctrine of
to
spoliation.
welcome to doing shit on the internet, I guess.
Two people were like, nah, I don't want to hear about AVG talking about her court life. I'm sorry that my job is boring, okay? I have to do this every day, okay? Just think about me, okay? So funny. All right, go ahead, Emmett.
Is it for the next day saying it was the best sex of her life? You wouldn't release that?
I thought you wanted closure that I didn't, that I wasn't participating in it.
Yeah, right. I'm just saying that well, now I'm questioning the ethics claim because you're saying it's unethical.
Well, we're not having it.
I mean, obvious. I know, but clearly it's not unethical. It's not an ethics thing.
It's my personal moral decision not to share private messages. I don't share private messages. If you want them, you can subpoena me, but I'm not going to give them to you so that you can have closure about who was involved in what.
Okay, you don't have to. Yeah, I was just curious. That's all.
Yeah. I don't blame you for asking, but it's not going to happen.
Just curious.
I was just trying to, just asking questions. I was just asking
I was
questions.
just curious. I was just curious about the immaterial evidence, which is not provable other than a subpoena within the context of my civil trial against the person with whom you used to be familiar with on a more intimate and business relationship level. That's all.
When was this conversation? It was today. It was today, early morning, like 3 a.m. my time, 5 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Central.
This conversation occurred at 4:54 a.m. EST. It can be found on Dusty's stream. Dusty has a stream called, I don't know, it's the other, like, the YouTuber that was sued. It's a members only stream. You have to pay $20 to watch the whole thing. Sorry, go ahead.
To watch the whole... No, this is available right now. I'm watching on his stream.
Really? He made it available?
Yeah, it's still up. I also have it.
I did
I
also pay.
I also have
Understood.
it.
I did also give
All right,
Dusty
man.
$20
Well,
of my money.
No, I mean, it's
It's
in an
okay, Emmett.
archive.
We can
It's in an
be
archive, okay?
ashamed.
It's in an
We
archive.
can be
You can
ashamed together. It's okay, Emmett.
No, I don't.
I'll
I
be
don't
here
have
for
an.
you.
I don't have. I don't have a. I don't have a. I really don't have a subscription. It's available right now.
I know. I have a subscription though.
Yeah, but I don't. If I go here,
Okay, sure. Okay, all right. Keep going.
you can see it. I don't have a subscription right now.
All right.
I
Come on,
appreciate
guys.
your
It's on
time.
its other account.
I don't think you're going to tell me anything though. I just don't think you.
If I watch him more, I'll probably had a subscription. I don't watch him that much. Most of the time, if I'm watching Dusty, is something's going on, or I need to go into his panel for some reason, or I want to go into his panel for some reason. But I don't really like watch him that much.
So the only way you would have found out about this is like if I would have posted in the Discord. Like a good PNN employee.
He's been watching this from a sock account. Even if the Sodak account is, even if that's true, and I have a sock account, it would still be available.
Are.
Okay.
Well,
I already told you I turned down the offer, but that I was telling you I would tell you things as they were. I figured that we would get to here where you either request private messages or don't believe me because I'm not giving you enough information. So I'm happy to debate you if you want to. It wasn't my idea, and I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna violate what I feel like is right in order to appease you to try to get a debate out of it.
I understand. Yeah, it wasn't. By the way, it wasn't my idea though either. Tacos. In fact, I'll read you the message, even though it's a private message, because I don't think it violates any fucking ethics.
Now let me go ahead and say something that is completely irrelevant, and I just gotta tell you how it doesn't actually violate ethics. I agree. And I have so I don't release ever any private informations or talks that I have. The only way I will
Except for once.
the only way I will reveal any kind of private any kind of private talk is if you lie about our conversations live on on a live stream. This happened to me with Marilyn. Marilyn implied that I was on her DMs somehow, and I went out and read all of the DMs with her, which was like, "Hey, do you want to come on this live stream?" Hey, like very small, short questions, and absolutely nothing bad. But yeah, if you lie about what I'm telling you, that's the only way I will go on and release any kind of private information. What was the time you were mentioning?
Oh, you wanted? I was gonna let you off with that. Yeah, the time wherein Gibbs said that the server was a Mean Girl server, and you showed a couple of the chats.
No, but that's a public server. People
That's
just need to
true.
join. I wasn't.
Don't join it. It's invite only, and I determine who comes beyond our pearly gates. Yes, that's right. I'm being a feminist with that. What you gonna do about it?
Okay, now it's at the time it wasn't invite only. At the time it was open. For what I remember, you were shilling on the stream, but it doesn't matter. Like it's not a
I will
private
never,
conversation.
Emmett. I will never slander you on a stream. Come on, you know me. All right, let's keep going.
Dusty is not a snitch. Hooves, it's a $10 minimum, and I'm just
Drop
gonna
Andrew. Imagine.
Drop Andrew. I paid
Imagine
$2.
the idiocracy. Imagine the idiocracy it takes to drop Andrew Wilson on a once in a lifetime conversation. Imagine. Just imagine what's going on upstairs. Like not much, right?
For $2.
For $2. Drop them for 2 minutes.
Thank you. You've got $2 credit.
Yeah. So did you hear that?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
Oh, he said the Powdered Dusty wants to debate you. If you're interested in that, send me some topics. So
Okay.
this was not a request from me either.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter either way. I'm still happy to do the debate if you want to. But if you're just trying to use it as a leverage to get private information, then that's going to be a dead end.
Heck yeah, that should be the
Well,
winnings of the debate.
I wasn't going to use it.
Yes. Fuck yeah. That's what I would do. I would be like, yes, and that is the winnings of the debate. If you lose, you have to give me X, X, and X. I get 3 facts, right? About the trial.
Oh, that would have been
my turn.
that was so good. That would be actually critical.
Right. If only I was his legal counsel at 5 in the morning.
If only.
Right? If only. Damn it, Andrew.
To get private information, I'd use it as a conditional for dealing with you to see if you were a good actor or a bad actor. I don't think there's any good reason if this person has burned their bridges and has wronged somebody else. I don't think that there's any good reason for you not to share that information. No.
Well, I don't think that she's going to succeed. I think that you've got this all on your own. And yeah, it's not going to be a leverage point.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that, man. But yeah. All right. Well, I'll talk to you another time.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Welcome back, Who's.
That was
So that
was
is
it.
that was the interaction. I will go a little bit further on this because I thought it was a little bit copy, and then I will do the Sarah. But you, I think you need to go to bed probably.
I would like to go and heal. Yes, I would like to go and
Yes.
heal from my many puncture wounds. Thank you so much, Emmett, for having me on. Can I shill my channel? May I
Yes,
shill it?
of course you can.
At capital A, capital V, capital
It's on
G,
chat.
lowercase female debater. Average female debater is my handle. I will be doing a debate tomorrow night on Horseradish's channel, and the debate topic, if y'all are interested, is effectively those who rely on their communities rather than themselves tend to be weak and dependent. I am going to be on the affirmative, and I'm sure you can understand where I'm coming from a definitional perspective. That is 9 p.m. EST. Please join me. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to Emmett. Emmett produces great debate conversation and topics, and he is a great debater himself. Please follow and subscribe today. Toodles.
I will say that we're gonna be there. The 2 of us are gonna be there.
Oh, you're going to be there too?
Yeah. Somebody canceled, so yesterday he sent me a message quite night, kind of a night. I'm gonna be the last. So you're gonna open, and I'm gonna be the last of the 3 debates. Mine is it should be legal in the US to marry more than one person against vigilante.
And you're on the negative.
Of course. I'm yeah, of course.
That'd be crazy. All right, I'm excited. I mean, if I stay up that long, right? I have church and choir the next day. But okay, sounds good. I guess I'll see you on the debate night.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Right.
Thank you for joining.
You too, Emmett. Bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm so happy. That worked really well. A lot better than I thought it was gonna work. But the fact that it's working is pretty cool. I can move myself back into the side. There we go. We're gonna listen to this a little bit longer. Thank you very much to who is this? I think it's GB, but I'm not entirely sure. But thank you so much for the GB to gifting a subscription. And we have another subscription being gifted. We have 2 subscriptions being gifted. Thank you very much to Gorilla Biscuits 9000 for the gifting of both of the subscriptions. I'm pretty that was awesome. So next time I can just have next time I have people on, I can probably get them with their avatars and just put them on and get it all working out. That's pretty sure. Pretty cool. Let's finish this.
That was streaming setup, brother. I messaged you.
I'm like, brother,
Right.
what the fuck up? You're talking too much. What the fuck?
That don't go wrong. That don't go wrong.
I don't recall.
Well, it doesn't make sense. He was like, he couldn't talk about the case, but he could ask about things that pertain to the case. So that was suspicious.
Look,
No,
I
just
ain't
mom-
trying to stir the pot because I don't think she has a lawsuit either. But that red light to me, I'm about to sue the fuck out of anybody that helps her with it.
Right.
And he will win. He will win.
Actually, you know what? I've got another random fact which might be wrong.
Oh, okay. My bad. Should be working fine now.
Is Australia the most litigious
Will you
state
shut
in the
the
world?
fuck up?
Oh, fuck you, you asshole. Is Australia the most litigious state?
Now there's no double audio anymore, okay?
Hooves, you're exhausting.
Who is actually exhausting. We have another one to look at. I just thought it was gonna copy the part. You can see how stressed he was. He's like literally stretching, moving away from it. And I don't disagree, or I don't feel that it's completely wrong. 241. This is perfect.
This you, darling?
Yes, sir.
Hi, diddly ho, neighbor.
Let's see what we have to
Man,
say.
What a fun night you guys have had, huh?
Hey, Siri,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, with all due respect, I don't like speaking about you. I always try to avoid it. You've done the same. I'm just gonna jump off because this, like,
Oh, that's okay. I didn't mean
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna.
interrupt.
No, don't.
Well, the part of the show was about you, so
Can I say
appreciate-
bye? Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like,
go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, the audience would rather observe this.
By the way, Casper has a little bit of a hate boner for me because I dislike another person. But yeah,
So I'm not gonna be like the hooves was before. Okay, so I'm just gonna hoove the fuck out of here, and y'all can eat shit and hate feminists. Okay, good
Well,
luck.
fair enough. My apologies. I didn't mean to interrupt. I figured I'd sit in the back and wait for a minute.
Well,
and I hate feminists. He left with a jab right there. Yeah, I fucking hate feminists.
me and him need to have a conversation as well, and it needs to. Most of it needs to happen in private anyway.
Aw,
What was
fair
needed to
enough.
be done public. What was needed to be done public was done public.
Oh, there you go.
Well, how much of the show have you watched?
I think I'm caught up of what I need to be caught up on.
So-
My phone started blowing up earlier, and I started getting a bunch of messages saying, "Oh my God, are you watching this?" and blah 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 blah. So
Well, you know I've tried to be as neutral as this stuff as possible. I
I
call out
don't-
any bullshit I see.
I mean, I don't expect anybody to like. That's not a demand for me. If you feel one way or another.
Casper knows to flee. He converted me to feminism. Shit.
That's on you. You know what I mean? Like, no.
Yeah, I
nothing
would.
to
I
do with
wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if it was. I just want that to be known. I keep saying. I keep telling people that because, and it is definitely the Crucible adjacent and the Crucible pick-me's that
Mhm.
are the ones that are trying to make people pick a side throughout all this shit. You got any comments about because I do think that this is it's afraid moment. Whether you could win or not, I think it would be a toss up because there's
I'll
some,
just
there's
say
some
I thought that was really weird behavior tonight.
Just very weird behavior. I don't know what they mean by weird behavior. I think it was perfectly understandable on both ends. He was like prying for information. The other person was very uncomfortable.
From him, Shout out to Dusty for standing his ground on the integrity spectrum of things. I thought that was pretty cool, but I don't know. That was really weird behavior.
Yeah, it like I said, he wasn't afraid. It was more concern. It was a lighter form of panic. Because I think if he can't get it dismissed, and I don't know, somebody moved for dismissal, and I'm assuming it's not you. If he can't get it dismissed, there is a legitimate way that you can hammer him, and that's if you did work for him, the way that he went about talking to you as an employee or even a former employee is most definitely grounds for a lawsuit. And there are some things that we covered that I don't think you have a leg to stand on, but that is not one of them. And if he can get somebody to crack and give evidence, if you did have help, not saying you did or didn't, but if there are other people involved, if he can get that information, he's probably more than likely going to try to countersue or use as leverage to threaten everyone.
So, for what I know, he's already been he already said that he will countersue. So,
Yeah, I'm not sure he'll be able to find really anything on that. I thought it was just really weird behavior to go asking somebody for DMs like that.
The countersuit is implied because he kept going on about, oh, was she doing this to out of revenge? He just kept hammering certain details. So you could tell that it was definitely, there was a purpose behind it and it wasn't closure.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. It was just weird. I don't even know how to explain it.
It wasn't weird. You just don't know how to explain it. I agree. I'll grant that. I'll grant that.
I don't know. I mean, quite frankly, this is the most I've talked about this since it's happened, and I don't even think.
Yes, this is the most you've talked. You haven't said anything. You didn't even talk about it.
I think I've really said anything.
That is,
yeah,
is wild. I don't know. This could be completely backfire on him, but he did choose his words very wisely.
I don't think he did, but
I don't think he did. Talk to someone like they are an employee while not employed is a lawsuit. I don't even. That's what I was talking about with Daria when it came to the whole thing. It's like, well, how much of an employee or business relationship we have, and I don't know how big the affiliate is. How much of how much liability do you have as an affiliate? I will need to brush up on the idea of the affiliate to give it.
But if you feel that way, I'll roll with it.
Well, the thing is, like, you can tell he's gearing up for a countersuit, and you know what the accusation would be. I don't know, like the defamation.
Thank you very much to Daria for the insanely huge $5 Canadian. She says, pretending like he know what constructive dismissal is has me laughing.
Thing. So let me ask you this, because I may have joked with you about the bikini pinup girl picture, right? I may have joked about, oh, that's hot, but in all actuality, I never actually looked at it. I saw it like 2 or 3 times. In the original picture, like, is there a bikini strap shown or anything? Or
yeah, the one on the Printify link, you could see the bikini.
Okay, so he airbrushed that out. So if you can see,
he put a big redacted black box in front of the whole damn thing. The only thing he showed was like from my neck up.
Yeah, then he's fucked. He's fucked completely.
Yeah, well, he even said it on stream. He said, I think he told Moon to do it or one of his mods, but he said, you know, we need to basically, in summary, I'm summarizing what he said, but basically redact this. We have to do this because she's completely nude behind this photo, so on and so forth.
Well, I mean, whatever picture you sent out, right? That's the one the court's going to look at.
Yeah, I didn't send
And-
it. I didn't send any.
Well,
picture
not
out.
send it out, but the
No.
one you put up for sale, right? The one you
Yeah,
put up for
and
sale,
that
you sent it.
was an Easter egg tucked in the back of the link that was never even posted publicly. Like you had to find it.
Ah,
The one
Well,
that
I
he
mean-
showed, like you had to go find it.
okay. Well, whichever one was put up for sale is the one they're going to go buy. And if you can see a bra strap in that original picture, and then you hold up his redacted, and then his words, her being fully nude under here, yeah, no, he's fucked on that.
I will always say, and I will always keep on saying, that there's no way we ever said that she was completely fully nude simply because she was wearing the Crucible jacket. There's no contract employment, and there was a payout for a service or lack thereof.
Now, the one thing that I could see him trying to go after you over would be the jacket. Was the jacket a Crucible or Cuckable jacket?
Well, it doesn't matter because I wasn't selling jackets, and I wasn't selling his jacket. I was wearing a jacket, and I had a different logo on it.
Well, that's what I was asking. I was mainly focusing on the logo.
Yeah,
If
if you like the jacket he sent to me as a gift had the yellow circle logo with all sorts of stuff and icons on it. If you look at the picture that I actually had, it's completely different font, similar font, but it's different font, and it doesn't have the same like whatsoever of it. It's a cuckable jacket.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you came up then, because literally any defense that we went over, he was afraid. He is afraid because there is no possible way now that there's nothing he can fucking defend on this. Because even if the jacket, right, the defamation gets dismissed, if everything else gets dismissed, you have him on the way that he handled the situation with you as an employee.
Well, defamation, I don't know if you're aware how defamation works, but there's certain ways where you actually don't even have to prove damages, and it just depends on what circumstance it is. So, like, for instance, and this is completely hypothetical, this is not true about you, what I'm saying right now. If I went out and said, Orthodox guy is a PDF, right? And I know for a fact that he has XYZ'd with kids and diddlies and whatever. Like, let's pretend I went and publicly said that. That is, I would be saying that you committed a crime, correct?
Yes.
Right. In that type of defamation case, you don't actually have to show damages. And that suit you were reading earlier, was it I forget what the case is, but basically, if you say that
They're talking about defamation per se. It's a specific status, and I don't know enough of defamation per se. I only know what I've been told about it. You don't have to prove damages in these specific cases, but one of the things that was very interesting that happened with for example with Grace is that Grace went on and sent a specific request to Destiny to meet the standard for the definition to happen, and I don't think that standard has happened here at all whatsoever. And I think nobody is pretending, first off, that she was completely she was completely nude because she was wearing a jacket. whatever it is, she was still wearing the fucking jacket. It would be like me saying that Wicked Wally is naked, inside of his clothes.
Somebody committed a crime and they never did. Especially like, in the news when they said, such and such dude has been charged with X, Y, and Z. Allegedly, they did blah, 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 right? You can't say they actually did things if they haven't been convicted, right? So the court sees that as, like you actually don't have to show damages for that.
Understandable, because the damages are always potentially there for the accusation.
They're already assumed, right? So if you say somebody committed a crime, the damages are already assumed. You don't have to prove them.
I would still say that you have to have a certain threshold or a standard as to what happened. Don't let everyone know, Emmett. I've always had my bearded sit under my clothes, true.
So I think one of the reasons he came to Flo for this, obviously Flo was your closest ally during all this, and he would have the goods. But there is also
okay.
The falling out between you and Flo. And I think one of the ways he's going to try to hammer you is by saying, "Oh, well, look at her. She has these fallings out with people, and that's a destruction of her own reputation, and her reputation is so bad that we couldn't have possibly done anything to make it worse."
What's that have to do with anything? That has nothing to do with anything that's in the claim.
Yes, it does have to do with stuff that's in the claim.
And all of my claim, none of my claims have anything to do with the relationship in terms of like, oh, they won't work with me anymore.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I haven't really cared. I just found
that is the basics of the fucking. This is the basics of the basic claim is the relationship. By the way,
it was fucking funny that Andrew came over there and it was a whole "it's afraid" moment, and it was like a mafioso lean on Flo.
Yeah. I think most people don't know any of the behind the scenes stuff of what's actually in the claim, and I think most people don't know, and that's okay. Guys don't have to know, right? And I think that's. I think I've heard enough people have sent me enough clips of Andrew saying like she's mad that I don't want to work with her anymore. She's suing me because I don't want to work with her or something along those lines. And that's nowhere near anything that's in the claim. So come here. So sorry, the puppy's all worked up.
I understand. Tucker was sick and he past 2 days he's feeling better, so he's been being crazy. Yeah, like I don't know anything about the suit because
you guys only know what either he's said or what you guys are guessing on, and that's fine. I mean, unless you've actually read the claim, then I don't expect anybody to know or be aware of it.
Is the claim public or is that private?
I don't think it's public. I don't unless anybody's distributed it on his end, but I don't think it's public access.
I know Flo used that website, and I didn't know if that website was public or you probably need a case number, which
judiciary case search. That's pretty standard in Maryland. Actually, a lot of states offer that kind of access. Some charge like a certain subscription fee or a dollar amount per access or whatever. But Maryland, that's most women here use that if they're before they go on a date, they go and check that case search and pull up names just to make sure. So yeah, it's very well known. But yeah, it's that's only going to tell you like filings and basic information or who's like any lawyers that are added on or parties involved or like as he pulled up tonight, like the filings and so on and so forth. And in filing dismissals, that's pretty standard procedure as a response. that's any lawyer would do that. Doesn't mean that it's solid, right? But it's pretty standard procedure.
Yeah. Well, reason I'm not asking.
I'm hoping that I can get that. I would absolutely read it on stream and just go through it, see what the claims are. That would be fun.
Too many questions, and I'm letting you speak because wouldn't do this to Andrew, and I'm not going to do it to you. I wouldn't try to, because talking about a case can really, really, really damage the potential victory for it on either party.
Mhm.
So I don't know what you're able or willing to talk about.
It is about it. It's not only that she's claiming losses and loss of income because of the fact that the opportunity that she was gonna have with World War Debate, I don't remember the name of the company, has that going, right?
And enlighten people on, or if you want to give your take on what Andrew and on this whole thing that happened over at Flows.
Like I said earlier, I think it was just weird behavior. And again, shout out to Flo for putting his foot down. And
Yeah.
the integrity of it. I think that speaks volumes. I know Flo's really big on that, and that's a win in my book for him.
Yeah. Pretty good on him, and it was awesome to see.
Hope don't do him like they did that Upchurch guy with 17 million damages. For what I've read in the claim is that it's a very different case. The guy was, for what I read, the guy was saying that the family was grifting the disappearance and then death of a kid. If I think it was 15, and apparently the family was like grifting out of it or stuff like that. I feel that's a very different case, right? If I start posting loots on the internet, lose subscribers, and then somebody cover it, and then I go like, "Oh, he caused me to lose subscribers," I would see that as frivolous.
Dude, Andrew was definitely panicking about something, and having just that little bit of clarity there makes me think that he's trying to. I think I'm ultimately right about what he was trying to do, but I think now that you have a much more secure victory. So, but guess we'll have to see. I'll have to see this one. Is there any news that you give about when it's going to move forward, or is it something you can't talk about?
Oh, I have no. I mean, I think after each filing, like you have so many days to respond, and then it's the next piece, and then it's the next piece, and then it's so it's all like standard court procedure. Goodness, oh please stop it. Sorry, she's so wound up.
All right, that's cool. Then, because again, I'm not going to probe to ask questions because I wouldn't want to do anything to damage the case for you or what you got going on. Wouldn't do that to Andrew. Not going to do it to you. Haven't made much money this stream, so I'm going to end it. Thanks for coming up, Miss Sarah. I appreciate
Well, everyone should be giving you a shit ton of money. You're the only person I've talked to about this whole thing.
you. Let's go. Give
Congratulations.
me money. Awesome.
All right. There's like a couple of minutes left on that. I don't think there's nothing going on after. Yeah. So that was that. I do know. Maybe it's still going. Let's see if it's still going. I don't know if this is a schedule in the Crucible side, but I saw this. Oh, they changed it to 5 days from now. So they reschedule it. It was supposed to be today, but apparently there's a reschedule. So that's gonna be interesting. Top tier Sanshamunian. Yeah, the Proto Bros have been, on a wild rant lately. They with the Church of the N words and everything. It's kind of interesting. Hey, Rage Page, good to see you. I think Tyrannical Hilarious already has the beefs he does with Woman, and he's taking a banner and cheering for Sarah on this. Well, it is what it is. They were gonna go ahead and have it. Oh! 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 If you haven't seen it, go there, watch it, give it a like, share it. I think Super Sheproid. This is gonna be this is so great. It's a Metro. Oh, it's gonna be a Metroid thing. Rachel. They have Rachel.
The last Sheproid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
I first battled the Sheproids on planet Seed. It was there that I foiled the plans of their liberal and irrelevant leader, Z, to use them to attack patriarchy.
Shit. This is amazing. Dude, the fact that they're able to do these, and I don't know how much money they spend, but I don't think they spend millions and millions, like they said that the Daily Wire did. Yeah.
I next fought the Sheproids on their homeworld, Bald Z. I completely destroyed them except for a larva, which after hatching, followed me like an idiot child. I personally delivered it to the research station at the Crucible, so scientists could study its content and humor-producing qualities. The scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that the stupidity of the Sheproid might be harnessed for the enjoyment of civilization.
And by the way, that's Rachel's voice.
Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new feminist to destroy. But I had hardly gone past the X zone when I picked up a distress signal. MDD was under attack.
MDD?
what has changed then in the last?
Materialism.
So
Atheism
what
and
is-
materialism.
Okay, so you think it's atheism?
It's
You think it's
atheism and
because they don't
materialism.
believe in God, and
It's
that's the
because
reason why
they're
they're not having children?
prioritizing having stuff
Right.
and having a career over having
So
a
what
family.
should we do about that? What do you think? Do you think taking away health care and
I think what we
food
should
stamps
do
is
about
the
that,
right
I'll
thing?
tell you what we should do about it is what I'm doing right now, what Andrew does all the time, which is explain why atheism is retarded. You know how long the birth rate has been below replacement levels? Any idea?
I'm sorry, you asking me a question?
Yes.
What was the question?
How long have birth rates been below replacement
I'm
levels?
going by the last 2 years according to the Johns
How
Hopkins School
long,
of Public
answer
Health.
my question, how long have the birth rates been below replacement?
The data I have are the last 2 years.
Okay, he doesn't know. It's been for about 50 years.
Okay.
So was Trump to blame for the birth rate being below replacement
I
in
didn't
the
say that.
1980s?
I didn't say that.
Okay, what caused it then? During the prosperity of the early 90s, when we had one of the best economies we've had,
I'll respond.
why was the birth rate below replacement then?
Sure. So I'll answer that, but I'll start by saying this.
These were just some of the fallacies.
Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm gonna have to send money to the Crucible. Shit.
That we witnessed tonight from Brian. Non sequitur, argument from incredulity, straw man, ad hominem, category error, quoque fallacy, appeal to authority, argument ad populum. And on top of all that,
And you all better send some money to the animation department, okay? In his next grift.
we got moral outrage, we got appeals to your virtue and your emotions.
His brain is so funny.
And what we got from Brian ultimately was the best argument against feminism, because what feminism produces is emotionally incontinent, weak men who can't control themselves. And the fact that I, a housewife from the Midwest with no college degrees, no professional training, am better able than him to do that, just shows you this is the kind of men that feminism has produced, and this is why society is all messed up.
Oh shit. I'm gonna give it a like to the animation department at the Crucible, which by the way is probably grassroots organization, and they didn't spend the billions and billions and billions that the Daily Wire did and produced absolute fucking nothing. Funny shit tonight. It was kind of funny. I saw that. I saw a couple of things. It's pretty interesting. I also see that Bree started her channel not long ago. If you want to see Bree, I would recommend you to take a look. Anyway, that's been Palestine News Network for today. I'm gonna go to my local game store. I'm just gonna disconnect for a little while, have a good time, and do absolutely nothing, and absolutely nothing else, because that's what I want to do. I will say to all you that have been here, thank you for the support, thank you for the super chats, and thank you for the laughs and the lols, and for hanging out. I'm gonna go ahead and check who is live, who will be live right now. I'm not entirely sure who will be live, but I can probably get it at some point. Oh, that's not a good idea. I'm not gonna do this here. There. But I'm gonna check who is live right now. That can't be true. There we go. Palestine News Network's back. There it is. Is really nobody live right now? That can't be true. Coattail? Who is Coattail? Oh, well, I figured this out. Well, I figured this out. I'm gonna just put something on that I was shown yesterday. So we're gonna see that.
I need 7 figures.
I thought it was pretty funny too, so I'm gonna showcase it. We're gonna showcase it.
I need 7 figures. I need 7 figures. I need 7 figures.
Bro, I got the following. I got 28,000. I got 200,000 on TikTok. How do I monetize these people? You know what I mean? How do I monetize these people?
I like money and I like shoes.
How do I build a business? I don't really care about how many followers I have.
From an Oriental to a boring rental wigger, I'm Ruslan and I'm a boost these Protestants for every dime. Buy my merch, this my ministry, my church, I'm blessing God. Ooh, JD, please don't slay me, I've been saving for a yacht. Every itty bitty whoopie got me fascinated. Protecting my pride, it's my duty like Mufasa, baby. My testimony get me money, better watch a wigger. I'll be back for more super chats like I'm Schwarzenegger. I need to monetize these soft white Christians. I need some money from them, that's my mission. And if I'm coming up against real Christians, I run like hell not to take an L. Hey, Jay, don't make me play myself. I'm hereticing for the dinner bell. This my meal ticket, please don't make me fail. Please, 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 please.
Bro, I got the following. I got 28,000. I got 200,000 on TikTok. How do I monetize these people? You know what I mean? How do I monetize these people?
I like money and I like shoes.
How do I build a business? I don't really care about how many followers I have.
I need 7 figures. I need 7 figures. I need 7 figures.
I just have FU money.
That's so good. That was so good. In fact, I'm gonna listen to it again.
I need 7 figures.
I think I found a place to send you all.
I need 7 figures.
Bro, I got the following. I got 28,000. I got 200,000 on TikTok. How do I monetize these people? You know what I mean? How do I monetize these people?
I like money and I like shoes.
How do I build a business? I don't really care about how many followers I have.
From an Oriental to a boring rental wigger, I'm Ruslan and I'm a boost these Protestants for every dime. Buy my merch, this my ministry, my church, I'm blessing God. Ooh, JD, please don't slay me, I've been saving for a yacht. Every itty bitty whoopie got me fascinated. Protecting my pride, it's my duty like Mufasa, baby. My testimony get me money, better watch a wigger. I'll be back for more super chats like I'm Schwarzenegger. I need to monetize these soft white Christians. I need some money from them, that's my mission. And if I'm coming up against real Christians, I run like hell not to take an L. Hey, Jay, don't make me play myself. I'm hereticing for the dinner bell. This my meal ticket, please don't make me fail. Please, 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 please.
Bro, I got the following. I got 28,000. I got 200,000 on TikTok. How do I monetize these people? You know what I mean? How do I monetize these people?
I like money and I like shoes.
How do I build a business? I don't really care about how many followers I have.
I need 7 figures. I need 7 figures. I need 7 figures.
I just have FU money.
Okay, so yeah, I don't see anybody online right now. I tried to send it to a further Q&A, but it doesn't seem to be able to. I'm just gonna put the link on the video right here. I'm gonna send you all there. You can ask your questions if you have questions, and you know, if you have anything going on, you can just
have a piece of voice.
Talk to him. Shut up. Can just go into my history. Because I just don't see anybody live right now.
How's the new church building going?
I wish I could raid you directly, but I can't. So that's what I can't do. Yeah, we can't do it. Church of Eternal Logos.
Awesome. Consider this.
Is it live right now? It is live.
Massive insulated.
Let me see if I can send you there. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, you're gonna be sent to Church of Eternal Logos. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Have an excellent time. Have a good one. Have a good Friday. Enjoy it. Take good care, everybody. God bless you.